Harshvardhan Azad, there's so much that has been said that has gone down in print, otherwise on social media, on how these farmers are going to come and make life miserable for those who live in Delhi. Away from all of that, yes, there could be, a possibility of a law and order situation. But having said that, on what is going on in the other side as well, with the kind of rubber bullets that are being used, tear gassing, lathi charge, it's unprecedented. Now, how do you walk that line where the excesses on the farmers are not too much, yet you draw that line? Is it even possible?
Well, it's a very, very sensitive situation, Preeti. You realize that the police remembers very, very clearly what had happened on 26 January that particular year, where there were direct clashes between the farmers and the police. Now, in that background, obviously there'll be abundance of caution on the part of the police. Yes, drones were used for tear gassing, and rubber bullets have been used. But tell me, on the farmers' side, when it was very well publicized that they were taking heavy equipment to break the barricades, they were having commando-like, units of 50 each to go through different areas to be able to encircle the particular place. They were stopping people, and they were on your channel only. There was this lady who had to go, and she was stopped, and she was virtually abusing the farmers. Tell me, in conditions like this, how can you allow farmers to come? If the ministers are talking outside Delhi in Chandigarh, what is wrong with that? And, there is one thing which I must say, which is very, very relevant here, is that, making MSP legal is a demand which, even the earlier government for 10 years did not do it. So obviously you're asking for something which is impossible. So the question is, given the conditions like this, if you allow them inside, there will be mayhem in the capital and you cannot stop it. The only thing which I would suggest as a police officer is that, yes, if you have a delegation of farmers who can be brought into Delhi for talks in a particular place like Vigyan Bhaur or any particular area, that is fine. But to allow all of them, where will you get them? Will you get them in Ramlila Maidan? Will you give them in this particular place?
That's what, Harshvardhan Azad, that is what they ask for permission. And usually, one would say that if permission was granted, then the rules of engagement would have also been charted out. That could have been that maybe tractors are not bought if, tractors have been an issue. That in buses, farmers could have been given passage to Ramlila Maidan and exercise their right to protest, Mr. Azad.
I would really will not, go by this logic. For the simple reason that this has been tried many times, Preeti, it has just not worked. If you open one border, not only the tractors, everything will just move in, and there'll be a kind of a siege. That's exactly the kind of protests and demonstration we've been having in Delhi. Forget the farmers, even the other delegations which are coming here. They lay siege. No one behaves in, what you're calling the rules of engagement. No side agrees with that. So I think government...
I could turn around, Mr. Azad, because the rules of engagement have never been drawn. You've always blocked the borders and you've spoken from there. But, appreciate your point of view, sir. Especially as a police officer, you have a very strong one at that.